You know, folks, I absolutely hate to say I told you so, but I must say I did tell you so. I said exactly what would happen, and it happened exactly how I said it. If you guys don't believe me, go back and watch the video I posted earlier in the week. I think I posted it on Wednesday. Go have a look. I said it. I said round 3 submission, but Izzy was getting a lot more body shots off than I thought he would. Obviously, I should have thought more in depth into that, but we'll speak about that in a little minute. And still, Dricus Du Plessis finishes Israel Adesanya in round number 4 by rear naked choke. I predicted round number 3 rear naked choke, but it was like, it is what it is. There's one round in there that I didn't quite say how it would happen exactly. What a performance. I mean, a marauder. He takes one to give 3. He looked better. He looked in some areas worse. I'm talking about Dricus, that is. Izzy looked really good. If only Izzy didn't plant his feet as much, and if Izzy could throw shots while on the move, sliding backwards, like he could as a younger man, I think this fight would have been very different. I also think if Izzy had thrown more effective jabs, the same way Sean Strickland did, this fight would have been different. Dricus is improving every single fight though. His cardio was very good. He did look tired in the third round. But hey, he's fighting one of the best in the world, and all respect to Izzy. I slag Izzy off a lot on this channel just because of how he is as a human being. Faking poverty is essentially what he did going into this, faking hardship. Obviously, I don't tolerate that. That's weird. But look, absolutely phenomenal performance from both men. Izzy's not retiring. I thought if he had won tonight, maybe he would have retired or said, one more, Sean Strickland, step up. But he said, I'm coming back, mainly because he knows how good he felt tonight, and he looked great tonight. It's very difficult to finish Dricus though, but it was working. Izzy was going to the body early. We seen a load of teeps, a load of switch kicks to the body that were landing clean. Even Dricus in his post-fight speech said, look, I don't want to be kicked by that man ever again. But obviously, Izzy won't fight for a belt for a few fights now. He's a massive star, though. But, wow. Just an absolute masterclass display from both men. Dricus, in the first round, they were kind of going shot for shot. The numbers going into the third round, I think, were wrong. Dricus was landing a lot of looping hooks and lunging in with so much power. Izzy was doing what he does best, landing jabs, landing kicks, not nearly as much leg kicks as we're used to seeing him throw. I'm not sure why that was. Maybe it's just a style change up. His style did look completely different tonight. It looked more aggressive. It looked more one shot at a time, but if you see an opening, you kick. It was very impressive. Going into the second round, I had Izzy 1-0 up. I was like, okay, you could probably give that round to Izzy, just better shots, cleaner work. I mean, the judges are humans too. If you see cleaner work and better work, then, that's just, it is what it is. Naturally, you'll swing more towards it. Round number 2, it was the same, and I predicted this, guys. I said it'll be a very close tip for tap first few rounds, and Dricus will get a takedown. And Dricus gets a takedown in the second round with a lot of time remaining. He starts punching him from the back, and he flattens him out. And in my head, I was like, fuck. In my prediction, I said this would actually happen. He goes for the rear naked choke. I'm like, oh my god, yes. Izzy does that thing, like same thing he did against Marvin Vettori. He rolls out of it straight away, and I was like, fuck, he's really long but strong and explosive. He's phenomenal at not being kept down. So that was I was like, fuck, okay, no problem. Then Dricus holds him against the cage, landing big shots. So okay, it's 1-1 going into the third round. The third round, Izzy was really taking over. I think everyone, no matter if you love or hate Izzy, you can agree with that. Izzy was landing good shots. Dricus was lunging and landing shots too, but he was catching Izzy on the end of punches, but he was landing a lot. But Dricus just was getting clipped by jabs. He was being body kicked. There was a straight to the body Izzy landed at the end of the third round, and I was like, this is not good. Dricus was trying takedowns. Izzy was doing a very good job of getting double unders, stuffing them. And I was like, in my head, I was like, right, whoever in this fight is pushing forward is winning. Like, that's how it was working. But Izzy was just being controlled aggression, and it was really good to watch. But Dricus was still in it, and the fourth round, Dricus is really pushing the pace, but he's still getting clipped. and then there's a right hand left hook that glances Izzy, and Izzy circles off, but I think Dricus must have seen it in his eyes, because the commentary said, that was a good one, and then he lands 1-2, and then he uppercut, and it's like, oh, he catches Izzy with a few good shots. Now, Izzy's not wobbled, but I think he felt them, and he was a bit dazed, and it was probably all happening so fast, and then Dricus goes, douche, on the end of a right hand, he shoots the takedown straight to Izzy's back. Izzy kind of scrambles to stand up, straight to Izzy's back, hops on his back, straight away cinches in the rear naked choke. I said it in my prediction. I said he's going to hurt Izzy or glance him with a few shots to the point where Izzy's distracted, and then he's going to get him in the choke. I said round 3, it happened in round 4. I think it's a very good prediction. It's exactly what happened. What's next for both men? I think Izzy, I don't know. I right now, off the top of my head, Izzy's beaten everyone in the top 5. Maybe the winner of Hamzat Rob can fight Izzy on maybe the same maybe in December. Maybe December or January next year. Strickland Adesanya 2 would make a lot of sense if Strickland's not getting the belt next, if he's not fighting Dricus next. Dricus, I think it should be the winner of Whittaker Hamzat. The UFC want it to be Hamzat because, I mean, it's difficult to sell Dricus as it is because people don't really... He's not a superstar, and obviously he's already fought Rob, and that being a headliner is a bit tough. Sean Strickland is the realistic best option, I must say. Sean Strickland being next for the belt is a really good option. That was a really good fight first time round. Maybe chuck it, maybe December time. Obviously I know Dricus took a bit of damage, but hopefully there's no lingering injuries that are massively going to keep him out. But I would like to see Sean Strickland Du Plessis too. That was obviously I predicted that one as well. I said Sean Strickland would lose a split decision to Dricus. I mean, God, this is just... I'm on a roll with these middleweights here and these predictions, but I think, I mean, realistically, Izzy Hamzat's a huge fight to make. I think Izzy Hamzat would be a really good one. But I mean, you've also... Or you can give him... I mean, this is a bit of a long shot. Give him someone like Brendan Allen in a co-main event or something. You know, who's in the top 10 of middleweight right now that Izzy hasn't fought? That has a big enough name to justify a fight? Or even, you know what you could do? This is gonna sound nuts. Have a welterweight come up, or have someone come down. Just a big fight, because we all know Izzy's not going up. He's gonna stay at middleweight. But Izzy Strickland would make the most sense, not for the belt. But if Sean Strickland's getting the shot next, I mean, yeah, it has to be Izzy Strickland or Izzy Whittaker 3. I mean, at this point, I like Izzy's style now, though. It's like more aggressive, a bit more controlled aggression. He doesn't mind being hit so much. And Izzy looked phenomenal on the feet. He was sliding out the way of everything. He looked really, really good. He looked classy and quality on the feet. But Dricus is just a marauder. He just walked for... The youth as well, the want, the desire to win. Fair play to him. They kind of squashed the beef after, you know. They said they didn't mean to disrespect it the way they did, but I mean, I think, you know, going into a fight, if there's bad blood, the people will get behind it, and you will. I mean, Dricus would have made a fortune tonight. He would have made millions tonight. On top of his contract, you know, he's probably contracted to, like, as a champion, 350,000 to show up and to win, plus maybe like 500k in pay-per-views. Like, you're getting a decent paycheck, and I do like Dricus. I think give it another year or two, someone will catch him, because I mean, you can't take the guy's a big tank. It's gonna be difficult to beat him, but I mean, someone maybe with a slick jiu-jitsu game off their back, or someone who, like Strickland, who will bring the fight and fight tooth and nail with you. You need someone, a mixed martial artist, that'll mix it up. But the guy's a beast, and fair play to Israel. You know, humble in victory. You know, no matter what anyone says about him, completely humble in victory. Absolute class act when it comes to handling wins and losses. I mean, we all know the guy's been there and done that, so fair play to him. And yeah, I'll leave you guys to it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. like, comment, and subscribe for more weekly MMA content.